We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, Newton. Ebron caught left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. It's first and 10 from the 12. Now they try the right side here. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Watching now, Barney.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Second and goal from the 1. He's going to get it running right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Wilson. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 4th down, the Cards will call on Chandler Catanzaro to try and put up 3. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. They'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. And on the ground they go with a running back. Room to run inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there at 22. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. Past the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Dayon Buchanan able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. After the run, Newton going to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this.
There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Check. 57. Mike, 57. Gun.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Forced out to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
20.
From the red zone now, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to be 49er football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Detroit!
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a play fake here on first down. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up first and 10 at the 16. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw again. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back to throw, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun. Do so.
2nd and 10, Newton again. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. Being chased out left. That is caught. It's Perriman. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
20.
Newton throwing again. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Come on now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
To throw on second down is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. And with that, they're down to one remaining here in this second half. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. To throw is Newton. Steps away to his left. That's caught out left by Perriman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Yeah, the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So they took a shot. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and through. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Here's Newton, over the middle, complete. That's Crawford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Newton now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Newton. Flushed out right. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton steps away. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Newton. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
What do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Newton's going to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Newton. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to let it fly, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be, and time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Arizona, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.